at Magnetewan access point. Pretty busy back there, but the dock looks clear, so we'll get going. Daisy's excited to go, right, pup? It is raining a little bit, but not too heavy. On the portage from Magnetewan to Hambone, and she's a little muddy. So we're on our way to the first portage into, what is it? Hambone. And another small one to Bice. The rain actually pretty much stopped. Around this bend is the main area of Bice Lake. After almost losing a paddle at the portage, we leave behind the traffic jam again. Pretty nice out right now. I don't think it'll rain too much more. Hopefully this portage is okay. Looks pretty nice from here, but the last two were pretty rocky and muddy. So we'll see. Oh, beautiful. More mud. Oh. Well, it started out nice, but that is muddy. So this slop continues for another half a kilometer before the trail
dries up a bit.
evens out nicely. Everything okay, pup? Ready to go? Good girl! Now on Daisy Lake. Right, Daisy? That's your lake. Good girl. Not ready just yet. We just had a snack and finished that brutal portage.
We should measure that because I don't think it's. I think it's more like
closer to 2
meters.
Feels that way when you're slogging through mud up and downhill. Okay, Daisy, we're going soon here. Daisy Lake to Petawawa River. Daisy, we're leaving your lake. You had fun on Daisy Lake, eh? We're only on there for half an hour. The start of this portage looks pretty tricky. portage on the Petawawa. Big muck hole. Want me to go first?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you walk ahead.
Okay. I'll stop at that river crossing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tape a bit just so we can see that muck hole
Yeah.
coming up. But Jeff's gonna have tons of fun walking through. Okay. Here's the first muck hole, which Daisy's gladly pulling me through. I'm gonna try to avoid it on these rocks here. Looks like Jeff made that one okay. There's the second muck hole, which Jeff is already through. So we finished the muck hole portage. We're back on Petawawa River. Don't lose your sandal. Morning of day 2, we were on Misty Lake. It was very misty last night actually, but we had a pretty good night. Took us a bit to get a fire going, but we did it, and now today we're on our way to white trout. Probably taking the Petawawa as it's less portages. Nice sight here though. Okay, we're at the portage, Misty to Petawawa River. It's been pretty misty all day and raining. Stopped raining long enough at least.
Yep.
Now we're on the portage on the Petawawa. Looks pretty rooty.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
But it's only 200 meters.
Yep. I guess it's going around this beaver dam. It stretches all the way across there. We're at our campsite on Trout Lake after an all-day rain, just trying to get some stuff dried off. So I missed a bunch of the portages because it was just pouring rain most of the day. Daisy's dried off and laying down. We got some food, got a fire going, feeling much better, but everything is soaked. But it's not a bad campsite here. I've got the tarp up too in case it rains again, but it doesn't look like it's going to now, of course. So I think we're about packed up and ready to go. And for once on our trip, I believe the sun is coming out. This is White Trout Lake. About 9 a.m. Grassy Bay is pretty endless.
Pardon me?
Grassy Bay is kind of endless. Keeps snaking around here. The portage into McIntosh Lake. After coming through the endless marsh. McIntosh Marsh, maybe is it called? Grassy Marsh?
Grassy Narrow Marsh.
It's not too bad one. It's a really nice day, so that helps. Yep, I'm coming, Daisy. Slow down. Daisy, slow. Slow. Another one of these bridges on the portage of the McIntosh Creek. Pretty nice looking. Jeff deftly maneuvers. You wait, Daisy. I'm coming. I can't even get over to the sign. This mud is so crazy. Daisy, of course, is walking all through the mud. Not a care in the world. And we're just figuring out how to bring the canoe from this muck hole up to the portage, to McIntosh Lake. Which apparently those people said the portage isn't too bad, right?
I said it was muddy, but not too bad. I don't know, we've seen some pretty muddy, so I don't know if their definition of mud's the same as ours.
Just finished the portage from McIntosh Creek. Oh, the sun's on it. Now we're on McIntosh Lake. Then Timberwolf, then Misty, then Little Misty. Got a ways to go. We just had lunch though. So we should be good for the rest. Just gonna pump some water and get out of here. You ready to go, Daisy? Just finished the portage from Timberwolf to McIntosh. A little muddy at the end, but we're in a good rhythm today, so we feel good. Got that done pretty quick. Now we paddle across. Are we on Timberwolf?
Yeah, we're on Timberwolf.
Yeah.
Timberwolf, then a portage, then Misty, portage, Little Misty.
Then we're home.
Yep.
Just about to start the portage from Timberwolf to Misty Lake. And then on to Little Misty. One more portage after this and we'll be done. About to start the 905. That's okay. About to start the 905 from Misty Lake into Little Misty. After a brutal paddle across a windy, misty lake. But at least it wasn't misty.
It wasn't misty. First time that we've seen one of these lakes that's not misty.
Actually, yeah, since yesterday. Well, we made it to our campsite on Little Misty after a long day. And what a campsite. It is really nice. Big nice fire pit. Rocks piled high, of course. Daisy's getting tangled. Oh yeah, got it over here. This looks like just a nice relaxing spot. And swimming rock. It's the only site on this lake. Beautiful morning, just getting coffee on the boil. Getting ready to go out. Daisy's just out here enjoying the sun. Hi Daisy. You enjoying the sunshine? Oh, look at that nice puppy. That's a good girl. You ready to go home? Ready to go see Caitlin? That'll be nice, eh? Good girl. Looks like a beautiful morning. In for another nice day. Breakfast. Looks awesome. Stuck up on a beaver dam. Just had to take a little video of this. On the way through, we were able to ramp over it, but the way back, I had to get out. So my feet are wet at the beginning of the day, but oh well. It's the last day. Just finished our first portage of the day on the Petawawa River. And we have another portage coming up. And then on to Daisy Lake. Portage number 2 of the day is a quick skip over to Daisy Lake. Not too far and very soon. And it's a beautiful day. On the portage from Daisy Lake to, what did it say, pond / Hambone?
Yep.
We're almost back. This portage has a dock. Nice logs going up. We were remarking how people still go in the mud for some reason. And there's all this dock and wood. Yeah. And there's even a nice blueberry bush here. I don't know how people miss this either. I would think it'd be picked clean. Well, we finished our last little portage of the trip. A little 135 from Hambone to Magnetewan. We're almost at the access point. Just in time for the solar eclipse.
See, there?
Wonder if that, yeah. Oh, it's almost done actually.
No, it's still.